And it's time for Futures in Focus. A lot going on with Hurricane Florence approaching the Carolinas. Agricultural commodities like lean hogs, they are jumping with farming operations under threat. Let's bring in Scott Shellady of TJM Investments at the CME, very appropriately attired, considering we're talking about agriculture and livestock today. So what are we seeing? Because you can throw into the mix not just the hurricane with ag trading today, but also there's a big crop report that's expected out at noon New York time.
Right. Well, let's get the crop report off the table and say, crop reports are binary events. They're fairly hard to position for because a lot of times there are a lot of surprises. We only get them once a month. So there's mostly defensive posturing that's taking place today when it comes to what you should do to get your book ready for the USDA. However, you're right. You led with the fact that we do have a hurricane here. And when folks don't really, when our traders, investors don't really know what to do, a lot of times in a dark room, they'll rely on fundamentals. And I would say this, the headlines say the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal or those types of periodicals want to be a little bit bullish, hogs here, and they'll talk about how sometimes hurricanes are bullish for hogs. And as I say this, hogs were almost up 2% here this morning. But we are sitting at a pretty fundamental trend line, and we need to kind of settle above it. And if we don't, that's these things fundamentally break down. And a lot of the weak longs that bought hogs for the right reasons end up having to get out and cannibalize themselves on the way out, selling their positions because what they thought was going to happen didn't. So I need to see some fundamental confirmation here, not just a weather.com channel confirmation.